To talk more about their work is Museums and Arts Manager Esther Roberts, as well as artist Erin Hughes, who's launching an exhibition at Storial this weekend. Good morning, both.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Esther, it's a big day, huge milestone for you. Now, this is after a big redevelopment, big investment back in 2016, yes?
Yes, it's hard to believe it's 10 years already. But yes, the project came about really with, I guess, from a place of risk. You know, there was always concern around funding as to, you know, who might manage the museum, because it has been an art gallery and museum in Bangor for a considerable amount of time. And so there really, you know, there was lots of support to ensure that there would be a museum and art gallery, and then lots of planning and people coming together from the Gwynedd Council, Bangor University, and supported by the Friends of Storiel and the Welsh Government as well. So there was a sort of time to sort of plan and work out the best way forward, and that was to move and renovate the Bishop's Palace, which is only across the way, but it's within walking distance between the cathedral, between the university buildings, the Bangor Library. It's sort of quite a sort of cultural centre in the middle of Bangor.
Yeah,
but it's a county-wide museum though, with incredible collections that sort of tell the story of people using archaeology and social history as well as the contemporary art side. So
I was going to say it's got this blend of deep history and then the contemporary side, things like, the kind of work that Erin will be hoping to showcase, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm so excited to be exhibiting and opening the exhibition today, and so grateful to the gallery. I feel like I've been very lucky to come in and to be opening coinciding with this 10-year anniversary as well. And they've been really excellent to work with. We've been installing the show all week. So shout out to Dion as well, and Tim yesterday, who was there along with myself. We were just finishing the final bits, but it was quite an involved installation. So I've made a giant floor piece which covers the entire gallery one upstairs. So it was a bit more of an install than perhaps is normal, but I'm just very grateful for the opportunity to share this work.
I can't imagine that's been easy in the heat, Erin. Go on, give us a giant floor piece. Give us a bit more of a description.
Sure. So I'm an artist and I make hundreds of hand marbled papers, and I cut them up to make collages emulating sort of inlaid marble techniques. So I've made a giant floor work, which is a collage of a floor tile, and it's like a modular floor tile, so it's a repeated pattern on the floor to sort of ground the exhibition in that reference to inlaid marble. So you're standing on an inlaid marble floor whilst looking at the collages on the walls, which are themselves made of my own marbled papers which have been cut up.
And Esther, you could hear the pride in Erin's voice, and I guess that underlines how important it is that communities and places like Storiel exist for that showcase, for that opportunity, for that platform.
Yeah, absolutely. Because our museum exhibitions, you know, they're wonderful, but they are quite static, whereas the contemporary art gallery spaces, you know, there's always at least 2 or 3 exhibitions at any one time. And it's a really important platform for, you know, emerging artists, able to show sort of, you know, nationally recognised artists, historical exhibitions. So bringing art to life for the people of Gwynedd, anyone who sort of lives, works and visits the county and has that inspiration, has that sort of place to just come and enjoy for free as well, which I think is important to make it accessible as possible for as many as possible.
Well, yeah, and that shouldn't be downplayed, should it? Because, you know, everyone has a special museum or gallery in their heart, you know, but we all know that so many are struggling financially, that some closed down. What's the difference for Storiel? How have you coped? How are you managing?
Well, I think it helps that we've got the partnership that manages Storiel between Gwynedd Council and Bangor University, and you know, we're constantly looking for grants to be able to do additional things because, as you say, you know, the access is and key, but also, you know, that sort of ways of engaging, being able to sort of deliver workshops and sort of different ways for people to sort of engage with what's going on in the building and across the county as well. It's quite key. So it's constant juggle of funding, of course, but I think one of the strengths of Storiel is that you know, that being able to have the cross-fertilisation between the museum collections and the contemporary art. So often contemporary artists are responding to the historical collections and making something completely new, fresh as well, which is quite exciting.
I was going to ask Erin that. Have you been inspired by Storiel and what's already there?
I haven't been inspired by Storiel, but for instance, they've got an incredible folk art chair, like a proper old Welsh vernacular chair, stick chair, in the collection. And those are the sort of objects which were kind of inspiring the arts and crafts movement, which in turn is something that I'm really interested in. So it's, and I've worked with Welsh stick chairs in the past, so it was a real joy to see that in the collection.
Fantastic. Well, look, the best of luck with the exhibition, Erin Hughes, and Museums and Arts Manager Esther Roberts of Storiel. Have a great day, big celebration, 10 years as a real community hub of Bangor. Right, a bit more art of a different kind now, because a small mobile cinema in Gower, built from a caravan that once served as a chicken coop, is selling a very special signed photograph of this Hollywood action hero.